Alright guys, we're here. Time to train some arms. It's arm day here. Felix and I are going to show you exactly how we like to train. This is going to be all about supersets. So we're going to do a bicep and a tricep back to back. Now if you're a beginner, you don't have to train like this. You can do all biceps and then do all triceps. I like training like this because it shortens down the rest time in between sets and it gives me a massive pump in the arms. My biceps are recovering when I'm doing my triceps and vice versa. So starting off, we're going to start off with a basic barbell curl. This is the mass builder. We're going to superset that with the skull crusher, the tricep extension, which is also called the skull crushers. Both of these are the heavy movements for the arms, the biceps and the triceps. This is where we're going to be building our muscles. So we're going to be doing 1 to 2 warm-up sets, and then we're going to be jumping in and be doing 3 working sets, 8 to 10 reps. So with the easy bar curl, like I said, we're working the overall bicep. The bicep has 2 distinct heads in it, and this one's going to help build the mass. This first warm-up set, definitely not close to failure, just getting some blood pumped in there. Straight into triceps. Stretching that tricep all the way up to contraction. His elbows though, don't flare out to the side and they don't move a whole lot. The angle starts at about 90 degrees and he just extends from there, never locking out. Again, just like on everything else, locking out is going to cause a lot of pressure on those joints that we don't need. Alright, second warm-up set. Making sure we're nice and warm to prevent any injury. Again, with the warm-up sets, it's all about getting the muscle warmed up to perform work. So these warm-up sets are crucial. We're doing 2 here on this exercise and on the triceps. For everything else, we'll just be doing 1 warm-up set. Here, the hand grip is a little bit closer together than shoulder width apart, and you're stretching it behind the head, back up.
So we complete our warm-up sets. Now we start with the first workout set. We have increased the weights and now start with the first workout set.
And the reason I like to start off with these is this is a basic compound movement pretty much for the arms. It's a single joint exercise, so technically it's an isolation movement for all biceps and triceps, but you're going to build the most amount of muscle through doing this. And it's something as a beginner you need to start off. If you want big arms, you gotta go big. Going straight into the triceps. Just like any other muscle group, you're going to have areas that are going to be worked by specific movements. You're going to have the lower bicep, the upper bicep, the inner and the outer head. Now working inner or outer is really dependent on your grip. There are some exercises we could do that are also going to be important for peak and length. This one, like I said, is a good overall builder, but you can switch up the grip depending on if you want to work more of the inner bicep or more of the outer bicep. Close grip is going to be working more of that outer bicep. This is a pretty neutral grip because it's overall mass. This is our second working set, so I'm going to take it to failure, but by myself. I'm not going to have a partner assisting me, forcing out reps at the end. That'll be for our third set.
Nice to see no swing, just work your biceps. Okay, by yourself.
And again, we're not cheating that weight up.
So now it's time for the third and last working set. We now go to failure by our partner. Steve will help me with my last repetitions. I go very heavy, it's the heaviest set for myself. Yes,
Time to get those biceps to grow.
To hit them.
Touch it on the way down too, good. Come on, there you go. Up, 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 up. Okay. All you got, come on. Last set, best set. Up, 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 up. First exercise in the books, got a little pump already.
Yes, it's a great pump.
Alright guys, for our third and fourth exercises or our second superset, we're going to be doing a over the head dumbbell extension with a incline dumbbell spider curl. Now, we've done the mass builders for the bicep with the barbell curl and the skull crusher barbell extension. Here, we're detailing a little bit more. This is still another pretty much power exercise to build those bigger triceps, but we're really concentrating on that extension, that stretch at the bottom and the extension at the top. And the spider curl is going to be all about creating that peak, that nice bicep peak. Now, a lot of that is genetics, but this is a way you can build up what your potential has allowed. So, one warm-up set on each, and then we're jumping into it. A little bit higher repetitions here, right around 12.
So it's the first warm-up set. Just get a feeling for the exercise, feeling the palm circulates blood. About 10 to 12 repetitions. And straight go to the biceps exercise.
As you curl it up on the spider curl, you want to make sure you turn your wrist and get that pinky higher than your thumb. If that's not higher than your thumb, you're not properly working the biceps. So when you turn it, twist it out.
Okay, now we start with the first working set. Overhead triceps press.
Notice where his elbows are at. They're nice and close to his head. They're not flailing, they're not behind him. He's keeping them locked in, using all of his triceps to press that weight up. Let's go. There you go. Perfect. No rest, straight to bicep. See at the top, he's getting a peak contraction and he's controlling it down. He's not just letting the weight drop. All right, rest time on these should be at 60 seconds. You don't need a ton of time. Arms aren't that demanding to train, so your cardiovascular system should be able to keep up. We're on to our second working set now. So the weight has increased. We're gonna take it to 12 reps, try to take it to 12 reps. I'm gonna try to hit failure on my own too. I don't want him coming in and helping me out here. We're gonna save that for the last set.
I just motivate him. I help him in the mind. I don't help you. Come on, push.
There you go, you can take it.
Okay, I have it.
Straight to spider curls. Again, really trying to get to 12, but once I fail, while using good form, I'm done. Hold it at the top.
Now it's time to go to the limit. It's our third working set. Now Steve will help me with my last repetitions and I go to failure with my partner.
Pick a weight here that really challenges you and it forces you to get help from those last 1 to 2, maybe even 3 reps. Up.
Okay. Good? Yeah. Thank you.
He's gonna finish it off here with his spider curls, totally exhausting his arms. 1 warm up and 3 working sets. Good morning. Up. Alright, yeah, let's go. Hold it. Find it on the way down. Squeeze. One more. Up. And slow way down. That eccentric, good. Nothing left in the tank. Working the concentric and eccentric. Totally spent.
Who's every set?
Job done, my friend. All right, for our third and final arm superset, we're gonna be over here with the machine. We're gonna be doing a rope hammer curl, really working the brachialis. We're going straight from there into a tricep extension. Now both of these with the cable creates tension with the bicep and tricep. It's a great way to finish off your arm day here. So we're gonna do 1 warm-up set just to kind of feel it out. And again, 3 working sets, pyramiding up in weight. We're gonna jump on here, do a little warm-up. Elbows tucked to the side. As you come up, turn the wrist out at the top. You can see that brachialis is primarily working here. My elbows don't move throughout the entire movement. And again, warm-up set, just keeping things nice and light, really just getting the feel of the exercise if it's your first time doing it. Nice and controlled. We'll switch that. You can stay right in the same place, straight to a tricep extension. Now my triceps are a little bit stronger than my biceps, so I just have to do a little bit heavier. But again, just another warm-up set. Turning out at the bottom, not a full lockout, but turning it out. Elbows stay nice and tight to the sides. All right, that's it for our first warm-up set. We're gonna jump right into it, get a little bit heavier, pump up those arms, finish them off strong. There we go.
Okay, now we do our first working set. We go to about 12 reps, not go to failure, and feel the pump.
Good. Let it come down a little further. Good. Again, we're not taking it to failure on this first set. On our second set, we're gonna go to failure on our own That last set, we're gonna get help from a partner, really finish it off strong. Straight into the triceps.
My triceps also a little bit stronger.
They should be. Most people's triceps should be a little bit stronger than their biceps. Triceps are a 3-headed muscle, where biceps are a 2-headed muscle. Obviously, biceps, triceps. Good. Good form. You see his elbows staying next to his sides the whole time, turning out those wrists at the bottom. It's very important that, full range of motion. Not enough to do just short little reps here. Have to turn those wrists out.
Okay, hey Steve, what can I do for my triceps? For the outside triceps. I often do dips and exercises like that. I always hit the back tricep. On the back, but if I want you to form this tricep, what can I do?
That's going to really come in on exercises where you're really able to turn out the wrist at the bottom. Really forcing that last 1/3 of the movement will really give you some more detail in there. Again though, with triceps, you're working the whole tricep. You can't isolate specifically one area, but you can do little tiny things to put a little bit more of an emphasis on there. So really concentrating on the movement. All right, it's time to do the second working set. I'm gonna go push it a little bit harder now. So we're gonna drop the weight. I'm gonna curl until I hit about 12. Hopefully, I'm having a hard time on that 12th one, but enough strength to get it up on my own. That third and last working set will be one where you have your partner assisted you. Perfect there, and then switch it right into our triceps. I'm gonna go nice and heavy here.
Okay, now it's nice to see how your outer part of the tricep is working when you turn it in. 6. 2 more. And the last one.
Good second set. Getting that stretch in there. Stretch again, like we always talk about.
Yeah.
Flex the biceps to stretch the triceps. Flex the triceps to stretch the biceps. You just forced a lot of blood in there. So it's good to kind of shake it out.
Okay.
Rest time on these, 60 seconds. Long enough for your partner to go, get a drink of water, get back to training.
Okay. Okay, now it's time for the third working set. Go by failure with your partner. Steve will help with my last repetition.
I'm really going to come in and help him where he needs to. Really force out those last extra couple reps where we're growing here. Good. You can see his chest is nice and high. He's not rotated in his shoulders. He's not letting his anterior deltoid do the work. He's making his biceps brachialis do all of the work. Turning it out at the top. Squeeze. Up. All right, let's go now. Let's go up. Squeeze. One more. And squeeze. Good. Straight into triceps.
No rest time?
No rest. All right, we're still keeping good form here. Just because it's this last set doesn't mean we're getting sloppy.
Just stand. Should I stand like this or like this?
You know, I find I can get a little bit more when I need to do more power on these last couple sets.
More concentrated.
I stand there.
Okay, perfect.
Good. You can see it, the kickback at the bottom there. Triceps are working. Good. Stay up right now. Stay up right there. You go. Good. Training partners, you need to always be making sure they're using proper form, and then you motivate them. Let's go. Come on. One more by yourself. Come on. One more. One more. Good. All right, let's go. Let's go. Only helping them enough to allow them to get that last couple reps. Good. Good. That's it for our bicep training today. It was all about the supersets. So give it a try. If you want to, you can do them straight sets. That's where you just do biceps and then triceps. I really like doing this. It makes it go faster, and the pump you get in your arms is amazing. For more information about diet, training, supplementation, and overall health, make sure you check out shapeyou.de.
Wir sehen uns auf shapeyou.de.